Good afternoon. It's exactly 4:30 p.m. on April 9, 2021. There was a very important deadline today that's supposed to be addressed before 5 p.m. Dallas time. That gives us less than a half hour. Now I understand in most places, usually around 4:30 is when you feel like you've closed up for the day, and so the last half hour is just getting stuff together to make sure it's formally shut down for that evening. And because we got a weekend, then you have to make sure you do specific things to make sure it's secure over the weekend. I haven't gotten anybody to get back to me. I've seen some activity, wasn't directly associated with anything. This is the problem when you refuse to ground or node, then you leave open the possibility that you've engaged yourself at a level of risk via your derivative applications that you may not be able to sustain, which is why even derivatives have requirements associated with them. But let me tell you something that's very literal. Very literal is that right now in the Systems for Award Management database, SAM, there are no less than six contracts for the same company that have metrics coded into the contract number associated with my stolen identity documents that nobody's helped me with. And these are active, engaged right now. That means that since I've been inside and since I made formal efforts to contact not only the 3 federal agencies of concern regarding my certifications in non-destructive testing, but also going through the formal court system, that since that time, these contracts have been issued for that specific company, and they specifically have metrics correlated with my identity documents once I've already attempted to have reported for having been used in acts of identity theft. That's just one company, but it's that consistent. And the dates are also that consistent, including the date of issuance of one of the replacement documents that's also coded by metric through the contract number to another identity document that was stolen. And you've allowed this to go on for 35 years. You need to get me somebody else besides Sam to talk to about food, because none of these contracts have anything to do with food. Do you understand? This is not just a matter of national security. We are at a level, a critical level, that is so fundamental to what needs to be done right now that every single day you insist on this completely reprehensible video game. Not only have you kidnapped me, but you've kidnapped scores of other people who have been allowed to be held hostage with this completely illegal contract bidding scam. You are not allowed to do this. There is absolutely no justification for anything that has happened since the beginning of 2021, or rather since the end of May of 2019, or rather since November 1st of 2016, or rather since August of 2015, or rather since New Year's Day of 2010. Do I have to keep going back? Because those are all very important benchmarks, and I guarantee you what I just found today could be directly tailored to every one of them. You could do a lot of good for people if you got on this immediately. This is not about intimidation. This is not about gaslighting. This is not about pretending that you just don't know how to help. You were that precise. You were that at that level every time. And that's just one company that I found in 1 hour. No, you need to stop this now. Apparently, you actually budgeted for my life to not be at the level of the Texas Attorney General, didn't you? Yes, you fucking did. So you need to get it through your head that you've already committed yourselves to this. You need to be held accountable. And if you don't hold yourself accountable, do you have any idea how much is on the line with what I just found in 1 hour? You already know the time is short. You were supposed to get back to me today by 5 o'clock. You still haven't. You got 25 minutes right now. I am not responsible for anything that happens to you or anybody in your network starting Monday morning.